Hello and welcome to Universe Mode. This is Smackdown coming to you from Atlanta, Georgia. We are on the road to Smackdown's next exclusive pay-per-view, the Great American Bash. And with that being said, however, Smackdown is looking to make a statement on its way to that very show with a huge match here tonight. Two huge matches here tonight. One kicking off the show, one ending the show. Coming up right after this, we are going to see the Intercontinental Champion Brock Lesnar square off one-on-one with the man who tried and failed to attack him last week in the King of Strong style, Shinsuke Nakamura. These two men, both with apparently some kind of score to settle with the other. And here tonight, to kick things off on Smackdown, we are going to see that very thing take place. What a matchup that's going to be. But then our main event of the evening, Finn Bálor against Sami Zayn. Bálor's victory last week over the WWE Champion Bobby Fish has certainly left this situation wide open. And with Fish and with Heyman and his lawyers making sure the Fish will only wrestle a one-on-one matchup later on tonight, at the Great American Bash, this has meant that these two men have to square off. Sami Zayn was the original #1 contender. Bálor's win last week has thrown him into this situation. Tonight, we will find out who is going to be fighting Bobby Fish at the Great American Bash. So that being said, let's kick things off because Lesnar and Nakamura are ready to go. On top of that, here tonight, we will determine the #1 contender for the Women's Championship and the WWE Tag Team Champions. The Revival will be in action later on tonight as well. So it is a very, very good night of action here for SmackDown. But right now, Brock Lesnar heads towards the ring. My oh my, isn't this shaping up to be something incredible to kick off SmackDown? Just to fill you up to speed with what happened last week. Well, Lesnar came out and faced Jay Lethal, and he took one hell of a beating to Lethal, finished him off, left him in the ring, and just as it seemed that Lesnar had his eyes locked on Lethal for a potential second attack on him, that was quickly thrown out of the way by the arrival of Shinsuke Nakamura. Nakamura looked to try and save Jay Lethal from further punishment, but ended up eating exactly what Brock Lesnar may have had dished out for Jay Lethal. A trip to Suplex City. No, it wasn't Suplex City. It was the triple power bombs by Lesnar into an F5. The Intercontinental Champion left Nakamura on the floor, but then it was decided by the SmackDown committee shortly thereafter that there had to be a matchup between these two men here tonight. Non-title matchup, and I would assume should Nakamura get the win here tonight, we are going to have Nakamura and Lesnar for the Intercontinental title at the Great American Bash. Just imagine how incredible that would be. First match for this man since Judgment Day, and I would assume he is geared up and ready to go following that hellacious and iconic 30-minute Iron Man match. Nakamura may not have succeeded in capturing the WWE Championship, but here he has a new target in the Beast, Brock Lesnar. Will Nakamura be able to achieve victory here? Will he be able to become victorious over the Beast Incarnate? This is one of those matches that you just think it's almost like a what-if situation, because both these men are incredibly hard hitters. Nakamura can take such offense and continue to dish it out time and time again, and the same can be said for Brock Lesnar. It's all about that pain threshold in this matchup. Who can deliver that pinnacle blow? Will the Kinshasa floor the Beast, or will the F5 knock the king from his throne? An important thing that I think Nakamura has to realize is at Judgment Day, while he was having that incredible Iron Man match, meanwhile, sorry, I blanked out for a second there. Meanwhile, Lesnar defeated the Demon Finn Bálor to retain that Intercontinental Championship in what was an absolutely incredible match. But that being said, who is going to pick up the win here between these two men? What a way, I will repeat it again, what a way to kick off SmackDown. It is at a moment like this when you just realize the talent SmackDown possesses, and how when it comes to just the brand itself, how strong they can rely upon those in the ring. So that being said, here we go. This matchup is officially underway. The bell rings. Nakamura trying to size up the beast there and got off to a pretty bad start. Suplex on its way. Lesnar gets a knee in the head for his troubles. And the beast goes down to that kick. Brock Lesnar floored by that kick, and Nakamura loving how he got things off. Don't turn your back on the beast. Suplex City is on its way for Nakamura. German suplex #1 in this thing. But this matchup has barely gone underway. Nakamura there unloading with a forearm shots there. And now they're going to try to go to work there, but Brock is quick to counter. And the strength of Brock Lesnar there sends Nakamura down to the ground. Good God, is this going to be... If this is starting off the show, I can only imagine what that main event is going to be like as well. Everything in between as well, just psyched up to be good. CM Punk in action after this matchup, taking on Rusev. Then we're going to see the Revival in action against Future Shock. Then the Fatal 4-Way to determine who will challenge Winter for the Women's Championship. And then, of course, that main event matchup, along with at some point in the night hearing from the WWE Champion Bobby Fish about what happened last week, I would assume, and everything that's going to transpire in his mind, heading into the Great American Bash. Down goes the Beast and a running kick in the face there. Nakamura now in his zone. The King of Strong Style. Now being sure to get off to a strong start here against Brock Lesnar. Nice kick in the turnbuckle. Oh, Lesnar responds with one of his own for sure. Back suplex, follows through with that arm there to prevent Nakamura from being able to move. Kick right in the gut as well. Those elbows, I would assume, hardly, soft blows into the chest. Certainly going to be taking all of the strength out of him. There's one hell of a double axe handle in the back there, attacking the arm now. Nakamura having to get a bit dirty there to try and hang in this one. Eye rake to Brock Lesnar, and now in the corner. What does Nakamura have planned here off the second rope? Oh, what a kick in the head. Nakamura jumps into the cover there, trying to hope it's enough to keep Brock down, and he just about scrambles a 2 count from it. Jesus, that was something to witness there. That's such a strong kick in the head for sure. Lesnar certainly going to be reeling from it, but now is delivering pain. He just kind of bats past it, really. Lesnar hard-skulled in every sense of the word, keeping Nakamura down here. And there's just the strength of the beast, easily executing that pump, that gut-wrench suplex there. Here we go. Welcome to Suplex City. No, Nakamura with the counter. Nakamura countered it. Lesnar in trouble, maybe. Backstabber by Nakamura. The King of Strong Style in position and ready to strike. Kinshasa to Lesnar. Is this going to be a huge win for... No, it's not. Wow. Nakamura with a quick counter there, and just for a second it looked like maybe, just maybe, he had done enough. But look at how quick Lesnar is to respond here. German suplex #2 for Nakamura. And now Lesnar getting in his own kind of zone, getting a little bit confident there, and is now proceeding just throw suplex after suplex here to Nakamura. Unable to move right now, and Lesnar this time with another German suplex. A third one there for Nakamura. And oh, Nakamura dodged him, and there's that little clap there, telling him to come to the outside. Here we go now. They're going to go at it. Right next to this crowd, who I assume are going to be loving this. Nakamura draping Lesnar over the apron. Oh my God, of the barricade even, running knee in the face there. Lesnar surely dazed from that. Barely able to stay up on his own 2 feet right now. Nakamura sending him into the barricade there, right next to that camera we've got set up there. Lesnar now just possessing pure strength to slam him down on that thin padding. Nakamura sweeps the leg away there from Brock, and he's going to get back in the ring here. Can Lesnar beat the count? Count was on 7, and Lesnar doesn't look like he's moving right now. Count on 8. Nakamura, though, going to take himself out of the ring. Just to break up that count. Don't think he wants a count-out win against the Beast Incarnate, and that's probably for the best. Broken up there by Lesnar, whatever Nakamura was attempting. There's a trophy. And into the ring goes Nakamura, courtesy of Brock. Big boot in the side of the head as well. The longer this match goes on, the more I think this benefits Lesnar, in all honesty. Yes, oh, there it is. Here we go. Yes, Nakamura may have gone through that 30-minute Iron Man match, but you can only take so much punishment for the Beast before you are out on your feet. There's a trip to Suplex City for your troubles. Cover right after it. Is this enough to secure the win for Brock? It's not even enough to secure a 1 count. Lesnar now in position, though, ready to strike. Will he be able to execute the F5? Okay, maybe not. Maybe he was looking for some other way into it. That backfired. Kinshasa! The Beast bleeds from it. The Beast is cut from the Kinshasa. Running knee in the face. Middle of the ring for 1, 2. Nakamura. Oh! I thought Nakamura had done it then. Good God almighty. What a kick out there by Brock Lesnar. Nakamura looked like he was going to go for something off the second rope there and realized that he was just a little bit too far away. But the blood now will drip from Lesnar's head. Absolutely incredible to see that taking shape. That was out of this world to witness. That Kinshasa there, I thought that was enough, but apparently not. This matchup continues on here. Nakamura from way up high, jumping kick in the chest. Lesnar is practically out of it right now. He's unable to respond to anything Nakamura's doing to him. Big problems here for the Beast. Nakamura, oh no, Brock was just playing possum. Great counter there. I lost count of how many suplexes Brock Lesnar's on. I think it's about 7, maybe 8. But there's a fall-away slam. Definitely not a suplex for Shinsuke Nakamura to deal with. Cover here by Brock. And not even a 1 count can be secured. Maybe I was wrong about this match getting better for Brock as time went on. Up to his feet now. Nakamura doesn't need the help of Brock. Quick to counter. Once more up to that second rope. And an elbow there into the face, into the open cut of Lesnar. Lesnar once more, though, able to pull out the counter. Gut-wrench suplex, and he executes it. This match just been so back and forth when it comes to momentum. Neither man able to secure a strong start over the other. Nakamura, though, countered by Brock again. Forearm right in the face. Look at how he was just able to kind of bat it off. But he might not be able to bat off this. It's going to be a trip to Suplex City again. So many suplexes in this matchup. Can Nakamura withstand anything else? Lesnar now soaking in the confidence. But this is not what he should be doing. He should be looking to finish this once and for all. And here it is. He's going to look to do just that. Will it work this time? Up on his shoulders. F5. No. Nakamura. Nakamura counters it. Somehow, Nakamura finds a way to counter it. And now he's in the zone. Sends him up. There's that back suplex. Nakamura fired up here. And the Beast in big trouble. Kicking the gut. The third Kinshasa. Good God, 1, 2, no! He still can't do it. 3 Kinshasas and the Beast still stands, and now he's countering him. But Nakamura, look at how he's just able to stay in the zone there. Counter Lesnar once more. Backing up slightly. Kinshasa number 4. There's no way the Beast can withstand anymore now. Surely Nakamura is on his way. Come on, Nakamura, just jump into that cover. Do it. Do it right now. Naka pins him. 1, 2, and it's still a 2 count. That, I think, was Nakamura's fault there. Unable to jump into that cover. Took a moment instead to recapture his breath, and just... that may have been pivotal to him not being able to get the win there. And look at that, 14 shots has busted open, and I assume at some point just that kind of concussion kind of noise ringing around in his head. Nakamura there almost was done for after that pure strength there. There's a late 2 count, but Nakamura still able to fight back. This is outstanding. What a match to kick things off here on Smackdown. Up on the second rope now is Nakamura. Will he look for that middle rope knee in the face? If he does, could be done for. No, it's drop kick instead. How much more can Nakamura afford to give in this one before he gets too burnt out? Lesnar counters it. Neck breaker there. Would have thought with his back exposed, he might have looked at a German suplex. Nakamura so quick to kick out there. But he's down on the ground temporarily, but it was only temporarily, that's for sure. Great counter there by Nakamura. Brings him up to his feet here. Up on his shoulders. Will Nakamura look for the landslide? Yes, he will. Landslide by Nakamura. Quick into the cover. Could this be an unexpected way to finish the beast? It is! Nakamura had to resort to an old move to finish it off, but good God, it is done for. Nakamura is your winner. That was an incredible match. Nakamura had to do everything he could. Lesnar didn't even hit an F5. But even then, it still looked like he could have beat Nakamura. Absolutely incredible way to kick things off here on SmackDown. Blown away by the performance of both men there. But it's Shinsuke Nakamura in his first match since Judgment Day, victorious over the man who got the attack on him last week. These two men might be destined to meet again. And I have just received word through that is to be the case. At the Great American Bash, Shinsuke Nakamura and Brock Lesnar will meet in a rematch. This time, the Intercontinental Championship is on the line. Do not miss that match. Wow, are we going to be in for something special there? Alright, well, with that being said, let's move on to our next contest, Rusev and CM Punk. I think I'm going to need a moment after that match. Alright, I think I've had time to relax. Just about. Okay, so that being said, here comes Rusev towards the ring. What a match that was, and what a rematch that is going to be at the Great American Bash. I've just got to take a moment away from Rusev's entrance there to just think about how incredible that matchup is going to be between those two men. If that match is anything to go by, then we are in for a treat to the Great American Bash, that's for sure. But right now, we turn our attention away from the Intercontinental Championship and onto Rusev, who has one hell of an opportunity here tonight, accompanied by his wife Lana. Here tonight, Rusev has an opportunity to secure a victory over one of SmackDown's biggest talents, one of the biggest names they have to offer in CM Punk. After last week as well, when Punk got the attack on Omega, it has been confirmed for the Great American Bash that a rematch will be taking place between those two men as well. So already by the end of the night, you will, well, we've already got the tag team matches confirmed. By the end of the night, we will have 5 matches confirmed for the Great American Bash card. So even 2 weeks out, you'll have an idea of what's going to take place. For all we know, Rusev could end up on it if he gets a huge win here tonight over CM Punk. I talked about how SmackDown could be Rusev's chance for him to get out on the big stage to really just prove himself that he's a big name, and we'll see if that's going to be the case. See if he can hold his own against CM Punk here tonight. If he can, then good for him, and I hope there'll be another opportunity for him potentially at the pay-per-view. If he can't, that may be a problem. Alright, well, here he comes. The crowd in Atlanta on their feet for the arrival of the straight edge superstar. The 3-time World Heavyweight Champion, CM Punk, heads towards the ring here. CM Punk, of course, secured the victory over Kenny Omega at Judgment Day. I've talked about this on numerous occasions, albeit with a very, very controversial ending. However, here at the Great American Bash, when that rolls around, that is going to look to just seal that all off once and for all, settle who is the true winner between those two men. And both will be able to just move on to whatever is next for them in their life on SmackDown. CM Punk certainly in his element here in Atlanta. Look at how many people are on their feet for this man. This is going to be a good opportunity for Punk, of course. I believe this may be one of Punk's first matches after Judgment Day. It's also an opportunity, of course, for Rusev to shine. Kenny Omega, of course, the king of the ring, wherever he may be, I would assume is going to be watching this one, perhaps with his new associates in the Young Bucks. And we'll see as well what kind of... Oh, good God, look at the strength right off the bat there from Rusev, sending Punk to the ground. But what I was going to say was, it'd be interesting to see what kind of part Lana has to play in this matchup. How she will look to assist her husband and to get in the win here. Irish whip now by Punk. Great slam there to Rusev. The near 100-pound advantage not affecting him. I would assume Rusev is over 300 pounds. Which must make it difficult for Punk as well, because that is 300 pounds of near enough pure muscle on Rusev. Very, very well built. Punk hanging on over the top rope there. Of course, the runner-up of the 2017 Royal Rumble. He would know a thing or two about hanging onto those ropes. Albeit if he did come in the number 30 position. On the outside now, Rusev taking the attack to Punk there. Oh, nasty landing there, but Punk quick to recover. Back in the ring we go now. Rusev down on the ground, and you can see kind of a frustrated look on the face of Lana there, perhaps expecting her husband to get off to a better start in this one. Punk now, single underhook brainbuster for Rusev. Indeed it is. Great strength demonstrated by Punk. As now he looks to go up high. CM Punk. Good God, look for us. Phoenix splash there. I would never have expected Punk to be able to execute something like that. It may have been a one-time attempt or something. Perhaps you should leave that to Seth Rollins if you're going to overshoot the target by that much. But he had great elevation on it anyway. Rusev now with that magma grip locked in, trying to soften the arms there. May help when it comes to locking in the accolade later on. But as for right now, it's only securing him a 1 count. CM Punk still with a whole lot of fight left in him. Stomp right in the leg there. Oh, nice counter though by Punk. Not going to let Rusev get much control over him on the mat right now. Spin kick in the gut, slap in the face. Punk going to look for the Tarantula. No, not going to be the Tarantula. He's just going to work on the head and neck there. And the arms in the ropes, really just affecting Rusev all over the shop. Drop kick to follow suit. Rusev goes down. Cover here by Punk. Looking to secure perhaps a quick victory. So he could put this behind him and set his focus once more onto Omega. And of course the Great American Bash. Oh, like a spin-out powerbomb there, like a Blue Thunder bomb. Cover by Punk, but it's a very early kick out by Rusev, who really needs to get something going in this matchup right now. Rusev in a lot of trouble. And there we go, that's what he needed. There's the counter by Rusev. Lana just looking a little bit confident on the out. Oh no, maybe I'm wrong. Maybe she's not looking confident. Maybe she's looking for something, and she's found just that. Steel chair in the ring. And oh, like an angle slam from the second rope there. Cover. Lana distracting there, trying to take the turnbuckle pad off. Oh, steel chair there. The referee didn't see it. But Rusev nailed Punk in the back with that chair shot there. That may be the opening. There's the running kick in the face. Rusev might have been looking for the accolade there, but look at how Punk responds. What a shot in the face there. Caught him right in the face, and now Punk able to recover in the turnbuckle. Chop in the chest. Punk now in the corner. Knee in the face, following it up. Clothesline, and down he goes. Rusev down, but Lana to distract the referee here. Perhaps give an advantage for her husband. That's the element that she's playing in this matchup, but it may not provide success. Punk, go to sleep. Rusev down and maybe out. The cover, there's one, there's two. Lana couldn't cheer her husband on there. And it's a win for CM Punk, despite the odds against him. Punk able to bounce back and get that win there that he needed over Rusev to build momentum. Rusev still putting on a good show, and then here comes Omega. Here comes Omega, still with his back turned. There was Punk. Dangerous mistake to make, and now look at Lana watching on. She might be liking what she's seeing. Or maybe she just doesn't care about what's going on here. Omega putting the boots right now onto Punk. Good God. He has got a problem with that, and there's going to be another one of these Styles clashes here. Punk down again. Omega getting revenge for last week. These two men repeatedly sending messages to one another. But Punk, look at how Punk responds here. Up to his feet comes Punk. And Punk now fighting back here a little bit. Omega though kicking the gut. Neck breaker here to send him down. Punk goes down. Seemed like a fight back maybe on the cards here. And that's just gone completely out the window. Omega gonna lay Punk out. Not with the one-winged angel, but with the cross-legged brainbuster. Punk down, and an extra stomp just for good measure. No respect shown by the King of the Ring. These two men at the Great American Bash will settle their differences once and for all. Is it out with the old and in with the new? Is it Omega's spotlight to take? Is it Omega's time to shine on SmackDown? We are going to find that out when the Great American Bash rolls around. That much I can already confirm. Well, that being said, we're going to move on to our next contest. Now the WWE Tag Team Champions are in action. It is Future Shock against the Revival. And we go backstage now, and here's Finn Bálor, one of the men in the main event later on tonight. And there's the other one, Sami Zayn. Both men, well, it doesn't seem as if either man wants problems. Finn Bálor holding his arm out there in a handshake between two men before their matchup later on tonight. Clearly a huge amount of respect being shown by both men, and one that I think is going to be reflected later on tonight in that incredible matchup. How about that? Not every day, certainly in the midst of what we just saw before that, it's not every day you see respect being shown, respect being demonstrated as well by two sides, but that is exactly what we saw from Finn Bálor and Sami Zayn there. Ahead of their main event matchup, you saw just no cheap shots, no backstabbing going to take place between those two. Those two are real men of their words, and certainly goes to show how SmackDown has changed Finn Bálor for the better as well. Of course, the Demon, when he comes out, he is dangerous to all, but before that, of course, it was just the Demon. There was no Finn Bálor, basically. So with that being said, it's nice to see that's all being sorted out. And I can't wait to see what kind of main event we are going to witness between those two men. But with that being said, we focus right now on this tag team matchup. Might be the first tag team match for Future Shock since Kevin Owens brought these two men together. Kevin Owens, of course, a man we haven't seen for some time, come to think about it. So that's a little bit of an interesting thought right there. But regardless of that, you got to think Owens is probably backstage, really going to be watching this one, just going to be paying close attention to it. We're going to see what Ibushi and the runner-up of the Cruiserweight Classic, Ricochet, can do here tonight. Can they get a win? Can they get a huge win as well? Just to reiterate that, over the WWE Tag Team Champions even. Of course, we know the Revival are scheduled for a rematch against the Dangerous Alliance at the Great American Bash. That was confirmed last week, I believe. So now it's the Revival's turn to build a little bit of momentum on the way into that show. Can they pull that off? We will find out, of course, in just a moment when this matchup gets underway. But not the best unity being shown right now by Future Shock. Both men coming out independent of one another. Something I would have thought Kevin Owens would have been able to fix right now. I mean, it's not that difficult to decide on one theme and then just come out together. Pretty easy if you ask me. But apparently not in the mind of in the minds of Future Shock right now. You want to talk about unity, you want to talk about two men who seem to always have one another's backs no matter what. You talk about the WWE Tag Team Champions. You talk about the Revival, who need a win here desperately if they want to have a chance of holding on to their WWE Tag Team titles. The Dangerous Alliance looked so dangerous, pardon the pun, last week when they knocked off the Ascension. They did it with relative ease as well. And that may mean that the Revival's reign as Tag Team Champions may be over as quickly as it begun. That, of course, is still waiting to be seen with the Great American Bash. But look at that, Dash Dawson there, and did I get his name? Nope, Dash Dawson. Good work there. I just combined their two names. Dash Wilder and Scott Dawson in the ring right now. Won those titles at Judgment Day in an incredible Tag Team Turmoil matchup. And now looking to defend it in just a regular tag team matchup. Just a regular 2-on-2 match. Can they hold on to those tag team titles? We will find out. But right now, confidence certainly on the side of the Revival. They secured, of course, you know, that win at Judgment Day, even though it was almost a month ago at this point. It's still got to be running through their minds. Still just got to be brimming with confidence about it. So we'll see what's going to happen here. And right off the bat, Wilder there with a German suplex. Ibushi goes down. The former Cruiserweight Champion in a little bit of trouble here. Wrenching on the neck. Nicely done there. Ibushi's going to have to do something to get out of this one. All four men in this matchup are incredible technical wrestlers. But of course, this is another iteration of no flips, just fists being opposed by Ibushi and most certainly Ricochet. Confident start there by Wilder, able to floor Ibushi on more than one occasion. And certainly showing off about it. There's like a very much like a Blue Thunder Bomb there by Ibushi. Cover right after it. And Dash Wilder, though, quick to kick out at one. Be interesting to see what kind of tag team offense we'll see between Ricochet and Ibushi. It's going to be it's a gory bomb. Gory. There we go. My voice has come back. There's a gory bomb there by Dash Wilder. Almost a dig at Eddie Guerrero. Another member, of course, of the SmackDown's tag team division. Planted DDT there by Wilder. Revival getting off to a much better start right now than maybe they had anticipated. Ibushi, though, quick to move out of the way of that one. In the corner goes Wilder. Tag, though, not going to be made. Great counter by Wilder. What a neck breaker as well. That kind of snap aspect to the neck breaker makes it all the more difficult for them to fight out of. And great belly-to-belly reversal. Ibushi right now in a world of trouble. Courtesy of Dash Wilder up on his shoulders here now. Wilder, there's a backbreaker. Perhaps the signature backbreaker, I believe, of Dash Wilder. May look to already look for the Shatter Machine. But that has been denied. In the corner there, ref's down. And the tag wasn't even, well, it didn't even get made there. Wilder still preventing a tag in this one. In the corner there goes Wilder, tag made. In comes Dawson now. Wilder was surging through really with a wave of momentum. But perhaps Scott Dawson wanted a bit to say about that, wanted to get involved in this matchup. Ibushi in a whole load of trouble now. Looking to try and make that tag into Ricochet really, but he's don't think he's done enough really to get the tag from either man. Oh! What a gut buster there. Single knee gut buster. Can Ibushi make that tag into Ricochet that he needs? No. Great work by the Revival. Both men able to get out of that corner almost as quickly as they wind up in it. Up in the air now. Great reversal there by Ibushi to get out of it. In the corner, tag made. Here we go. Ricochet in. And that's the tag team move. Well, that was disappointing. It was very disappointing. Look at these stomps now by Ricochet. They go right to work, and immediately the no flips part has been abandoned. Implode of 450 though. Missed by Scott Dawson. Hell no, he's not going to be doing that kind of move. By Ricochet. Kind of the hot streak that he had upon his tag in there was almost immediately taken away. Quick to fight back though. Suplex here. Great reversal. Technical aspect there to Scott Dawson. What makes him so good, of course, along with that brawling style that he can bring to the table. Went to go strike the leg there and he got countered there by Ricochet. Not too sure if Ricochet landed a strike in that one or not. But once more the Revival, and certainly Dawson as well, quick to get these reversals out. What a reversal, wow. Sunset flip there, incredible reversal by Ricochet. Drop back over though by Dawson and couldn't steal it. Maybe trying to use his size advantage there to get the pin, but that just wasn't going to happen. Now we're going to see Northern Lights suplex float over into a brainbuster. Hello, Bobby Fish. What a move that is. Referee distracted though by Wilder. It gave them the advantage they needed as well. Ibushi was slow to get in the ring there. Masterclass thinking from the Revival being demonstrated right there. Backbreaker by Scott Dawson, and he's making the smart choice here by tagging in Wilder. But look at how Ricochet just responds to that tag being made. Right to work, spin kick in the face. Down goes one half of the WWE Tag Team Champions. In the corner now, will we see a more... No, we're not going to see any tag being made. I was going to say we're going to see a more interesting tag being made, but apparently not. Kota Ibushi right now hanging on against the ropes there, so perhaps it'd be a bad idea for Ricochet to tag out. Took too long there to do anything really. Not too sure what Ibushi's mindset was in that one, but it certainly could have cost Ricochet. In the corner they go again. Tag made. Ibushi the legal man, and a running kick in the face there. Standing shooting star press as well. Good God. Good strike, good agility there by the former Cruiserweight champion. Ibushi now going to go up high. Go! Whoa, what? Is that a corkscrew moonsault on its way there? Whatever it was, it missed the target. Something emphatically that may have given the chance for the Revival to get back in this one. Here we go. Tag made. Wilder and Dawson in position. Shatter Machine! Ibushi down, and I would assume done for. There's one, there's two, and no. What was Wilder doing there? Terrible communication there, maybe by the Revival. Whatever it was just, oh good God, awful work. And it did not guarantee the win that you would assume following that Shatter Machine. But maybe they just wanted to send a message to the Dangerous Alliance. Maybe they want to show that they should not be looked over ahead of the Great American Bash. A second one there. There's one, there's two, and there's three. Both men of Future Shock down, and it's a Revival victory. That is the momentum they need heading into the Great American Bash. Very nicely done there by Dash and Dawson. That being said, is there any response going to be met from the Dangerous Alliance whenever we see them next in action, which I would assume to be next week? Perhaps a one-on-one match between a member of both teams, and if that's the case, that's certainly going to play into the advantage of the Dangerous Alliance, especially if they send Mark Henry on the case. We'll find out what's going to happen as this tag team matchup continues to develop on its way to the Great American Bash. Looking interesting on paper. Let's see what the real deal will be like a few weeks from now. But we're going to move on to determine the number one contender for the WWE Women's Championship. Who's next in line for winter? Is it Bayley, Ivory, Nia Jax, or the somehow still standing AJ Lee? Look at this place. Immediately just jumping to their feet there at the reaction to Bayley's music. Certainly seems as if the crowd is on the side of Bayley heading into this one, as perhaps they always are. No matter where we go, Bayley always be sure to get a great reaction from the Smackdown crowd, and here in Atlanta it is exactly the same to witness Bayley heading towards the ring here to do battle. She came close to getting that opportunity against Winter at Judgment Day, but of course she just fell short after Sasha Banks picked up the win. Sasha, of course, was not victorious in that matchup. Bayley might think that should she get the opportunity, she can certainly be the one to get the win in amongst all this. So let's see what is going to happen in that aspect. Bayley's chances, I would argue, are fairly strong in this one. Certainly with a good amount of wins to her name. The one that's really weeding me out, or confusing me even as to how she's in the match, is this one, Ivory. She may have got a great run of the Queen of the Ring tournament, but since arriving to this brand, she has done jack squat, to be fair. Still yet to secure a win. I mean, I know one of her matches was against Winter, which makes perfect sense, but I feel as if she lost a matchup which she could have won as well. Though I may have been against Bayley even, so I'm not 100% sure on that one, but we'll see what's going to happen there. Ivory now getting in the ring ahead of this one, the second competitor in this. For all we know, well, Smackdown, you know, it does love to give out opportunities from time to time, and it may just be giving out another one here, as we are witnessing Ivory getting her chance. Well, it might be nice of Smackdown to hand out these opportunities, but however, what you got to remember is when you hand out opportunities, sometimes you've got to deal with what's to be expected. And that is the ever-present and ever-dominant Nia Jax, who heads towards the ring here. Nia last week in a matchup against AJ Lee, where if AJ Lee won, well, this matchup wouldn't have been happening. AJ Lee was on the cusp of becoming #1 contender for the Women's Championship, but Nia Jax decided otherwise. And with one huge choke slam through the table, that was thrown out of the window. Nia Jax with a count-out win, and that has resulted in this matchup right now, Fatal 4-Way. I would assume this isn't a Fatal 4-Way because the others have deserved the opportunity. It's more so a Fatal 4-Way in the aspect that if it's a one-on-one match and Nia Jax is in it, Nia Jax is probably going to win. Smart decision there by the SmackDown board there. SmackDown committee thinking on their feet, and it's paid off well. So there we go as Nia Jax stands in the ring and awaits the arrival of the woman who she thought she got rid of last week, like she had done to Sasha Banks beforehand. Here comes AJ Lee, and she has still got that spring in her step. I don't know how, I really don't know how, but AJ Lee has still got it within her to take it, I suppose, to Nia Jax in this one, to go after everyone in this Fatal 4-Way. Can AJ Lee do what she came so close to achieving last week? Maybe, we'll find out. She certainly took the fight to Nia Jax, but now here tonight she's got to be victorious, if not over Nia Jax, and someone else in this matchup. And it's certainly a case of needing to do it sooner rather than later to avoid Nia Jax just getting her own in this one and walking out with the opportunity that could be argued should have gone to AJ Lee, regardless of what happened last week. But here we go, all four women loaded up for this matchup. Favorite in this one, you're looking at it right there, Nia Jax. The bell rings and we are underway. Who is going to go after who? Bayley and AJ Lee going to go after one another. So AJ Lee there just kind of walked towards the middle. Didn't seem like she wanted anything to do with Nia, and that's probably for the best right now, because Ivory is getting a boatload there of Nia's offense. And this man, oh, great counter though by Ivory. Good God, what a DDT. AJ Lee there sending Bayley to the outside with that drop kick. Let's see what's going to happen on both sides here. Inside the ring, they just saw Ivory being able to hold down Nia Jax with her knee, and on the outside getting a little bit physical between Bayley and AJ Lee. They're utilizing the barricade to their advantage. Also, they're being forced can anyway. The referee's going to have to keep his wits about him, and he's currently abandoned that and has been confused by the concept of ropes. What a jawbreaker there by Nia, meanwhile, back in the ring, holding her in that front face lock there, and just knees after knee for Ivory to pay it. Oh, for Ivory to have to sit through there, and then just a bulldozer basically running at you in the form of Nia Jax. Yep, that's probably for the best that she just decided to just lay down and not move after that sidewalk slam. Meanwhile, can't really see what's going on the outside too much. The barricade taking up a lot of room there between AJ Lee and Bayley, so we can't really see what's going on. Bomb thrust in the corner there. And throwing quite a bit across the ring. DDT, great counter by AJ. right at the last second to avoid that being hit on a spinning back fist dodge by Ivory. She sends Nia Jax down. Good God, reverse Hurricanrana there. Bayley damn near landing on her neck. Of course, whoever wins this matchup is going to have to take on the ever-dominant Winter, someone who I believe has been defeated, someone who has been victorious over everyone. She's defeated Bayley. Not too sure about AJ Lee. Pretty sure she's defeated Ivory, and I'm pretty sure, well, I know she beat Nia Jax because they had a huge match one time at No Mercy, which went all over the arena actually, and I believe ended in one of the members of the Smackdown committee's office. Suplex there by Bayley, meanwhile, her signature move. Nia Jax, though, in the middle of the ring, hitting her spine buster, going right into the cover instead of the leg drop, perhaps thinking it's enough. Didn't even get a 2 count there. Bayley now, good move. Oh my God, Bayley! Bayley to belly to Nia! Good God almighty! Nia down. Is she done for here? Yes, she is! Bayley stole one! Bayley snapped victory from the clutches of Nia Jax. How did she pull that off? I'm genuinely stunned as to how she was able to do that. Basically, it was one move that defeated Nia Jax. I have no idea how that resulted in happening, but the belly to belly happened. Nia Jax is stunned, really. She's still able to... She can't even get up to her feet right now on the outside. Bayley must have put it all into that belly to belly, and it's certainly demonstrated as to why that has paid off. Now at the Great American Bash, Bayley will take on Winter one-on-one for the Women's Championship. Can the leader of the Hugger Nation be successful over the cold and ever destructive Winter? We'll find out in a few weeks from now. Great American Bash already shaping up to be a great card. And well, coming up next, I said we were going to hear from him at some point, and now is the time to hear from him. The WWE Champion, Bobby Fish, ready to speak out about everything that's happened. Perhaps what happened last week, and perhaps what his opinion is on tonight and heading into the Great American Bash. So with that being said, here comes your WWE Champion. Bobby Fish certainly does... Oh, he does not look best pleased. But everything, he just saw him, the crowd booing him, obviously, he just batted it away. He just... Little reaction to it, and oh, demanding silence as well. Bobby Fish is not looking happy at all. Good God, what has gone into Bobby Fish? Ah, exactly that. Bobby Fish is sick and tired of everyone saying that he doesn't deserve to be WWE Champion, saying that he's a fluke champ, and arguing there if he was and it's a fair argument as well, if he's a fluke champ, explain how he's held this belt for over 300 days. And Fish now going on to say that this matchup here tonight is irrelevant to him. Bálor and Zayn don't mean anything to him at all. They're just going to be another name on the list. They're just going to be another notch in his palette. It is just going to be another pay-per-view where Fish is victorious and walks home with the WWE Championship. Fish with no respect for anyone right now. Basically saying he's a man on his own. Even if he's in the Dangerous Alliance, there is no one right now who can contain Bobby Fish. Not even Paul Heyman can keep Bobby Fish contained. Fish is at basically his peak. He is at his most aggressive right now. And there's a chilling warning to whoever wins this matchup here tonight, be it Bálor or Zayn, I don't care. In the words of Fish, just keep your wits about you, because you never know when the fish hook may reel you in and the WWE Champion may have you in your sights and ready to just deliver that final blow. For 300 days he has ruled this brand, and for 300 days more, that shall go on. The Fish dynasty in the mind of Bobby Fish, just unstoppable right now. Unbreakable. Bobby Fish is, in his own mind, a modern day Julius Caesar. If he thinks he's going to be Caesar, he may want to hope that those closest to him don't betray him and knock him off his throne. You should always keep those close to you, Fish, not throw them away. Well, With Fish's warning being sent, let's see if anyone in the main event will adhere to it. It is time to find out who is going to be the #1 contender for the WWE Championship. An opportunity that should have gone to Sami Zayn already has now had to be reprimanded and decided here tonight. Finn Bálor put his name out on that piece of paper, thrown his name into the hat, and it is now whittled down to just 2 names to get their chance at Bobby Fish. Is it the leader of the Bálor Club? Is it the 2-time World Heavyweight Champion Finn Bálor on his way to getting that opportunity at the WWE title? Or is it the former WWE Champion, the crowd favourite, the underdog from the underground, Sami Zayn, who has waited over, well, nearly a year to get his hands on Bobby Fish once more and to get that opportunity at the WWE Championship? That may be the case, and we will find out here tonight. Smackdown stacking up hugely on their way to the Great American Bash. With a main event like this could main event a pay-per-view, to be fair, and I don't think anyone would argue against it. But no, we get it here tonight on Smackdown. Finn Bálor, the likes of Finn Bálor and Nakamura, certainly helping to continue to make Smackdown just such an interesting brand to watch since coming over from Raw. All these other matches they've been able to produce has just really piqued interest in Smackdown. And you can see here by the reaction from this crowd in Atlanta, they have loved their night here, and maybe they don't want it to end, but they have still got one incredible main event to witness between these 2 men. 2 former world champions looking for the shot to try and take the WWE Championship away from the unstoppable Bobby Fish. I think what may be important to look at, though, for whoever wins this matchup is Bobby Fish's mantra right now, his personality to him, really. Everything about him has just kind of reached a boiling point. And if Zayn and Bálor can refrain from reaching that boiling point, then all's going to be well. It's going to be a really easy night maybe for one of these 2 men. But if the demon comes out at the Great American Bash, should Bálor win here tonight, and Fish is at a level of annoyance where he just rushes out and doesn't think straight and just goes right for Finn Bálor, that is going to be his undoing. That would cost him the WWE Championship, and I think the same could be said for Sami Zayn. However, Sami's waited for nearly a year, even, I fucked up again there, to get his hands on Bobby Fish, the man who, of course, he was supposed to meet at, I believe it was Vengeance, for the WWE Championship, kind of a unification match between both sides. Fish at the time was the Intercontinental Champion. Zayn was taken out by Brock Lesnar, was forced to spend 6 months on the shelf with an injury, finally came back, and is now looking to take that WWE Championship away from Bobby Fish. Here we go. What a main event this is. You can feel the chill in the arena. You can feel how ready everyone is for this one. These 2 men showed their respect to one another in the back earlier tonight and said they were going to go all out here in an attempt to become the #1 contender. And we are certainly seeing it right from the bat. No little collar and elbow tie up there. Both men just trying to get a one-up on the other. And now here we go. Collar and elbow tie up, middle of the ring. Who is going to be able to get the better advantage out of the 2? Sami Zayn, side headlock, takedown. Finn Bálor here needs to be quick, but it's not going to be the case. Sami Zayn with a nice little quick punch in the head there. Finn Bálor countered. Neckbreaker. I hope everyone's settled in. I hope everyone's got their food and drinks ready, because we are going to be here, I think, for some time for this main event matchup. Zayn with a counter in the corner. Bálor, though, quick to counter in his own right, and now Sling Blade. Finn Bálor quick to climb up to that top rope here, going to go up high. Elbow drop down onto Zayn. Quick into the cover there. Trying to secure an early count here. 2 count over Sami Zayn. Certainly looking to try and have some kind of advantage, some kind of benefit to him early on. Trying to get maybe into the mind of Sami Zayn. Kick in the back there. Zayn in a little bit of trouble. Nothing I don't think he should be unable to get out of. Finn Bálor with a little bit of a momentary lapse in judgment, and that has allowed Zayn to fight back there with a very nice tilt-a-whirl backbreaker there. Off the second rope now. Zayn demanding Bálor to get up to his feet. What will we see here from Zayn? He's going to take flight off the top rope there, crossbody. Great agility by Zayn being demonstrated, and right now he's in the driver's seat of this matchup. Bálor in a little bit of trouble. Or maybe not. Knee in the skull there. Down goes Sami Zayn, but it's Zayn who's reversing right away there. Down goes Bálor now. Gonna lift him up, and it's a stalemate being met there after that uppercut. So much back and forth there. Elbow in the face. Good God, these two men just cannot nail a move on one another. Counter by Bálor, and the double knee facebuster sends him down. What a back and forth moment that was there. That was great by Bálor though. Just saw the moment and went for it with that double knee facebuster. Down went Sami Zayn, and now maybe Finn Bálor can take an advantage here, can get a little bit of hedge here. He's got the momentum, he's got the offense here. And another 2 count there though. And finally Zayn counters, sends him over his shoulder. What will Zayn look for? Will it be a Blue Thunder Bomb? Maybe it's going to be exactly that. Sami Zayn, Blue Thunder Bomb. Can he get it here on Bálor? There's one. That is it. 1 count in contrast to the number of 2 counts that Sami Zayn has had against him. Zayn might look for the Koji clutch here. And it's a counter. Strong counter as well by Finn Bálor. But Zayn, quick to reverse there. Look at that. Nicely done. Tilt-a-whirl and then send it down. They thought he might have gone for a small package. And Finn Bálor's going to take a quick breather on the outside, and that's all it's going to be. Just taking a breath. Just getting a moment to recover, and Sami Zayn showing great respect there by staying in the ring and allowing him to catch his breath in that aspect. Dragon Sleeper now stitched in. I don't see how Finn Bálor was in the ropes, but the referee has called for the rope break, so there we go. Neck crank there. Finn Bálor, though, ever so quick in countering and perching Zayn up in a dangerous position, that's for sure. Double knees there, and now we're going to see something from up high. This is where he's calling it high risk for a reason. Finn Bálor superplex down onto Sami Zayn. And a Dragon Sleeper of his own here, middle of the ring for Finn Bálor's version. Can Sami Zayn get out of it? Yes, he can. Double knees in the face there. Finn Bálor rocking back slightly. And Zayn now going to work on the arm. Not too sure how effective that will be in stopping something along the lines of a coup de grace. But it's certainly something that Zayn wants to try and execute. Zayn now in the corner. Putting him up on the top rope here. What will we see? It's going to be a superplex of his own from the looks of things. No, hangs him up there. Oh, brainbuster on the turnbuckle. What a move by Zayn. Cover right after it here for 1. And that's it. Bálor out early there. This matchup very much in the way of just being totally back and forth right now. You can't predict who's in the lead. Elbow drop from up high. Bálor though moves out of the way. He sends him round there. He spins him round to his back. Bálor German suplex. It's stuffed by Sami Zayn. Great counter. Look at how quick there Zayn basically caught the foot, caught the leg, the arm of Finn Bálor, and now exploder suplex in the corner. Bálor may be in trouble, but instead he has to roll outside of the ring. And these two men now, despite the respect they shown earlier, that was just kind of the getting it out of the way. That meant they didn't have to fight respectful within this matchup at all. Using the announce table there to their advantage. Zayn the one to send them both back into the ring. Will Sami Zayn look for the Koji clutch again? That is exactly what he's going to try for here. Sami Zayn got a good position to lock it in, and he's going to go for it. Is Bálor's arm near the ropes? Sami Zayn may have prevented it from being so. Finn Bálor here in a whole world of trouble. Will he submit to the wrath of the Koji clutch? Finn Bálor does just enough to stay in it. That was very, very close for Bálor. And Zayn pulls out the reversal of this, sends him into the turnbuckle, but it's Bálor who gets the counter. But it's Zayn who reverses Bálor back. Northern Lights suplex there with a bridge. Will it enable Zayn to go to Great American Bash? No, it won't. Both men just completely desperate for this opportunity. Blue Thunder Bomb. Bálor in huge trouble here. Wow, not even a 1 count though. And Bálor again having to retort to going outside. And oh, there's a little bit of disrespect. Kind of waited for Zayn to have his back to him. And then just got the jump on him. Russian leg sweep there. Bálor sends Zayn down and is quick to get back in the ring. Quick to try and catch his breath for a second. He may need to do an awful lot of that right now, because I would argue that Zayn is in the driver's seat of this main event. What an enziguri though by Bálor. Bided his time very well indeed. Was able to execute that one. Zayn now sends him in the turnbuckle. Uh-oh. That's not the haluva kick. That's looking like a bad landing on its way for Finn Bálor is what it is. Sami Zayn through the ring road, through the turnbuckles there and hitting that DDT. Bálor down, spiked on his head, but he's still able to fight back. Back and forth reversals now by both men on the outside. Sami Zayn going to look for his half and half suplex and plants Finn Bálor down. Drop kick in the side of the head. Sami Zayn may want to return this matchup to the ring, because I do not know what is going to happen if this matchup ends in a count out. If it ends in a double count out even, if it ends in a draw. Count up to 7 now. And it's Finn Bálor sending them back into the ring. Oh, and all of a sudden Bálor, where do you find this within him? Finn Bálor loaded up and ready to strike with 1916. He plants it on Zayn. That could be Bálor's ticket to the Great American Bash. Planted on his head. Is it going to be heartbreak and dismay for Sami Zayn? 1, 2. No, it's not. Just at the last moment there, the referee's saying that he got his shoulders up at the count of 2. Bayley, but with Bálor going up high, will it be the coup de grace? No, I wanted to splash, but Zayn was still able to move out of the way. Zayn now out on the apron. One out of a jump to take there, and he just about executed it. But Bálor back here, and now this one basically descending into an all-out brawl. Finn Bálor in trouble again. There's another Blue Thunder Bomb. There's the count, and Bálor forces his shoulder out. And once more, we see Finn Bálor retreat to the outside there. He just has to. Sends him into the turnbuckle. What will he look to do here? Whatever he looks to do is countered by Zayn. Great reversal as well. Sami Zayn sends Bálor into the corner now. Is Sami Zayn going to go for it? Haluva kick by Zayn. He got it. It took him time, but Bálor had nothing left in him. The haluva kick square in the jaw. Is Bálor done for? 1, 2. Sami Zayn has done it. He is the #1 contender for the WWE Championship. Sami Zayn's dream has come true, and there's Fish! There is Fish! Fish getting the jump on both of them. Down goes Bálor. Down goes Zayn. Bobby Fish has finally snapped. This is what we were on about. He's had it. Flooring both men who could have been a #1 contender for his title. What a disgusting act by the champion.